language is so important for us to decrease this child's interfering behaviors, because we want to teach him to use language instead of aggressing or things. I have a session data sheet that is specifically asking the therapist to keep track of communication. And that's why they're supposed to tally each time they use a sentence strip, they use a one-word phrase, they use their choice board to communicate, or they communicate needing a break. Because my hope is that all of those increase. Okay? But I'm giving this child a variety of different tools. Sometimes you're not going to see all of those tools on one sheet, but since this was a new case and he's had minimal experience with communication training, I wanted to put in everything to see what was going to be most useful in encouraging language development. Okay, and then I also have a duration and frequency activity engagement tracking sheet. This kiddo literally would sit all day on the floor tapping things. Tapping things on himself, tapping things on the floor, on furniture, on the TV, on his grandmother, okay? So we needed to teach him some leisure skills, some things that would give him enjoyment out of life other than just tapping. But again, new guy, so I asked our therapist to approach him with a variety of activities. We brought an activity bin to the house, and she was supposed to take one out one at a time, you know, approach him with it, try to get him to engage, and then record the number of minutes that she got him to use that activity, if he communicated if he wanted more or if he didn't at all, and then the effect on him. Was he interested in it? Did he lose interest, or did it get him overly excited? Maybe it was like too much sensory stuff for him, okay? So this was a nice tracking sheet for us to use to gain some initial information to inform our interventions going forward and what activities or leisure skills we might be able to teach him further based on his self-interest. Again, because remember, he's going to be more motivated to engage with these materials if they're valuable to him. Okay? All right, so those are some examples of, that's an example of a behavioral intervention plan and the data sheets that go along with it for this FBA. I'm going to include another example of a BIP and FBA online for a school-based case. So please make sure that you review that as well, because it'll just give you a different viewpoint. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask.